the mayor, Chairman Barr. Don Hoffman's going to read a proclamation to us. So it'll be a lively session, and we hope that you'll gather up around there so that you can hear the words as they're shared. Today, though, in this service, we're blessed to have a special guest with us. The Honorable Brett Wilson is with us today. He has agreed to come and say a few words about our 150th and the value of church in the community. So, Judge Wilson, thank you for being here today.
Thank you, Dr. Brooks. And good morning, everyone here. You know, it really is an honor for Dr. Brooks to have asked me to join in this celebration of the 150th anniversary of this church. It's a special occasion for you. It's a special occasion for the community. And I think it's a good time not just to look back at the 150 years you've accomplished, but also look ahead to troubles or things that we need to prepare for, and the reality that it is important to prepare now for all the things that are come over the next 150. You know, the Circuit Court recently also celebrated its 150th anniversary. A couple years before, it had burned down, and in 1873 it reopened with new roof. And as part of that celebration, I look back at some of the things that were happening in the country and in our county at that time. I don't know if you know, but in 1875, the Civil Rights Act of 1875 went into place. It was the first time that we attempted to make sure that every person in this country could enter every facility equally. Also in our community, great things were happening. It was the years when the Hagerstown became a transportation center, first earning its nickname as the Hub City. And we also saw the opening of MP Moeller Organ Works. And we saw a community where the church was the cornerstone, where the church was not only the place to gather, but it also held the community together as a place where ideas were shared and communion was joined. And unfortunately, and I don't mean to be somber today, but I think it is important to recognize that over time, the community sometimes lost that connection to their faith, connection to the church. That nowadays, too often, we see or hear people deride the church, say the church is outdated, even mock the thought of prayer. And it's a shame. You know, in the courts, we see the effects. Just this year alone, we'll have over 700 criminal cases, and that's just in the circuit court, not counting the district courts. We'll have over 1,000 actions involving custody and divorce, and hundreds of our youth will be placed in the juvenile system, either as children in need of assistance or in delinquency. And yet some people say the church is outdated. Of course, I disagree with this, as everyone here does. It's important to recognize the statistics. The proof is that over the last 50 years, church membership has also dropped significantly. It's dropped 25% over that time, now hovering below 50% of the country. And I can only posit the thought in all of us, what could happen if memberships grew again? It is just a fact that the fidelity that you have with God and the faith that you put into this church and the community, if it could help guide or save even one person, it would be a blessing to us all. And just as the courts must never be controlled by the mob, so too the church must never be cowed by the cynics. And that's one of the great strengths that I always appreciate about this church, its openness. Its strength to face its detractors with open arms and a willingness to accept them when they are ready to enter. So this church is needed now. This church has a wonderful history and is right to celebrate all those 150 years. But it is also good to recognize that there's a responsibility of everyone here to build that foundation for the next 150. And as you celebrate today with music and games and food and spirit, recharge yourselves also, because the community needs you, the church needs you, and we need you to go forward. So enjoy this day and enjoy looking forward to what you can accomplish over the next 150 years. Thank you.